Good day, ladies and gentlemen. At ang topic na tatalakayin natin ngayon ay Information Society. Information, the role of language, and mathematics as the language of nature. Information, assemblage of data in a comprehensive form, a meaning has been attached to the raw facts. Society, community of people shares customs, law, and organizations. Information society, a society in which information has become the shape, economic, social, and cultural motor. A society where the creation, distribution, use, integration, and manipulation of information is a significant activity. Information society, as technology has advanced so does the way people have adapted in sharing information with each other. Information are important because they shape views about the way in which the world works and thereby influence the decisions of individuals, firms, and governments. So information society characterized by rapid growth in use of information, widespread exploitation of varied information sources, where society or people know and appreciate what information they need, where to get it, how to get the information, and the end, how to use it. People used to seek meaning in a variety of situations. Sometimes they use information instrumentally to do something tangible. Other times information is used cognitively. History of Information Society started in Japan in 1960th century, then spread around the world. So, economist Fritz Maslow helped in developing this concept. The aim of IS is to gain competitive advantage internationally through using IT in creative and productive way, also referred to as post-industrial society. Post-industrial stage of development, a society in which knowledge is presented in the form of information resources are its main asset and the most important factor in economic development in the information industry, one of the main sector of the economy. There are three main characters of the information societies. Una, occupational. A popular measure of the emergence of an information society is the one that processes on occupational change. Pangalawa, special, spatial. Here, the major emphasis is on the information networks that connect location and inconsequence have dramatic effects on the organization of time and space. Pangatlo, culture is the characteristic in knowledge of a particular group of people, encompassing language, religion, social habits, music, and arts. Thus, culture can be seen as the growth of a group identified fostered by social patterns unique to the group. The role of language. So, what is language? Language, ayon kay Malinowski suggests, is the necessary means of communication. It is the one indispensable instrument for creating the ties of the moment without which undefined social action is impossible. Language can thus be said to be at the care of humanity. Language is an extraordinary gift of God. It is part of makes man fully human. The role of language in culture and society. Language is a crucial means for communication in the interaction. Language not only reflects and expresses facts and observation, it also influences attitudes and behaviors. It thus constitutes vital component of the cultural prerequisites underlying societal development. So language is often said to be a tool because it is used to be perform the function of letting other people know the thoughts, ideas, or emotions. Language serves as a multi multiplicity of purposes in accordance with the different purposes to be served. Language is used in different ways. Language in social development, as language plays very important role in the development of a personality, not only in personality but by learning more than one language, it can develop person's cognitive skills. Learning more than one language also important in social development of person. There are three main purposes of language. Una, informative language. We use language informatively when we make statements that can be either true or false. Examples, today is Wednesday. The Cubs won the tournament. Pangatlo, expressive language. It can be as simple as pointing to a desired object or as complex as reading a book about an area of interest. Pangalawa, directive language. Usually from another person. Commands and questions are forms of directive language. For example, a mother telling her son to shut the door is using directive language. Mathematics as the language of nature. Mathematics is the language of nature. The language of mathematics is the system used by mathematicians to communicate mathematical ideas among themselves. It is distinct from national language in that it aims to communicate abstract logical ideas with precision and mathematical. In order to be considered a language, a system of communication must have vocabulary, grammar, syntax, and people who use and understand it. So, as a science of abstract, objects mathematical relies on logic rather than an observation as it is standard of truth. So, yet influence observation, simulation, and even experimentation as means of discovering truth. There are four basic concepts of mathematics language: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, have application even in the most advanced mathematical theories. Components language in mathematics, its specific verbal symbolic expressions, structure, and functions. Difference between natural language and mathematical language. Natural language, a straight line is a segment with a beginning and an end. Mathematical language is a fundamental undefined concept with no beginning and no end. Nature in mathematics as a science of abstract objects, mathematics relates on logic rather than observation, at least standard of truth. Yet, employs observation, simulation, and even experimentation as means is discovering truth. Nature in mathematics. A phrase or formula has the same meaning regardless of another language that accompanies it. In this way, math helps people learn and communicate, even if other communication barriers exist. Because mathematics is the same all over the world, math can act as a universal language. A phrase or formula has the same meaning, regardless of another language that accompanies it. In this way, math helps people learn and communicate, even if other communication barrier exists. Mathematics meets this definition of a language. Linguists and who don't consider math a language cite its use as a written rather than a spoken form of communication. Math is a universal language. Symbols and organization to form equations are the same in every country of the world. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching my YouTube report.